Here. So I just wanted to give you an update about what happened last night at the school board meeting. Did you watch it? It's lots of fun watching these meetings. No, but I did go to the meeting. As you know, I did apply for the open seat on the school board, and what I saw, I wish I could say it shocked me, but at this point I am not shocked by anything. I'm just constantly more and more disappointed that we do not have representatives that seem to understand the basic foundation of democracy, and that is voting, open and fair elections. So what happened is Julie Hamill, she was on our school board and she resigned in August of this year. And when a school board member resigns, the governing board has 60 days to decide, should we have a special election or should we appoint somebody? So they decided, and rightfully so, to appoint somebody, because otherwise they would have had to wait until June. And since Julie's term was up December 2026, that means whoever wins in the special election will only have a few months to be of service to the community. So they decided to do the application process. Fine, no problem. Another reason they cited it was money. $250,000 for the election, but don't let them fool you, because they spent like $450,000 on Spanish textbooks in 2023. So, you know, you just kind of contrast that. Okay, so Spanish textbooks, $450,000 more important than an open and fair election. So the money, that was a deck chair off the Queen Mary compared to what they spend. Anyway, what happened last night is 12 people applied to be on the board. 3 previous board members applied. At the last minute, Matt Brach pulled his name off the list and then endorsed Linda Reid. And then Joan Davidson was on the application. She's a former board member. And then she came to the meeting and said, you should pick Jeremy Vanderhal. So it was really interesting. But what they did, or what they did not do, is they did not reach out to any of the applicants and say, will you come in and can we interview you? They didn't reach out and say, would you like to come in and make a public comment? Nothing. But what they did do for the EAC, which was on the agenda item before us, is they had all of the applicants for the EAC come in, make a 3-minute public statement, and then the board used a ballot to vote who should serve on the EAC. But when it comes to a position that actually is usually subject to a vote, they already had their minds made up. They already knew they wanted Linda Reid. So we all went in there, we wasted our time, I wasted all of my energy, because they already had a prepared speech justifying their decision as to why they were choosing Reid. And their rationale was absolutely ridiculous, because they were talking about how many votes Linda Reid got in 2020. Did they forget that we were on a lockdown, that we were shut down, and that the election was over Zoom? So that's despite people calling that period the new normal, it was a period of insanity. So you don't base anything today in 2025 on what happened in 2020. So anyway, I'm just here to conclude with, you now have Linda Reid, the woman that sent out emails shaming all of the parents that didn't want to give their children an emergency use vaccination, back on the board. You now have Linda Reid, the woman who made kids wear masks outside in 100-degree heat, back on the board. You now have Linda Reid, the one that was responsible for voting to hand out COVID test kits to little kids, and 5-year-olds got those test kits and they opened them up, and inside, if you read the pamphlets, it says it could cause blinding. So she is now back on the board because our board members think she is the most qualified. What do you think?